Hey there! I just did a search on Google. I typed in how to grow on Instagram. And guess what? I found out there are a lot of people out there willing to take your money in exchange for fake followers. That shouldn't be a surprise, but it kind of is to me. So, should you purchase followers for quick growth? Let's think about it. Is there ever a time when this would be beneficial? I mean, I've considered it before. I'll be the first to admit. So, how can I grow my following? It seems like my growth has been slower than molasses. If that's what you're saying, then you are not alone. And you're probably wondering, what's the point of maintaining a presence on Instagram if I'm not gaining traction? That's what today's program is all about. 7 ways to grow followers in 2021. And I will answer your question about purchasing followers and give you so much more. Listen in. Hey there, it's Ruthie from RuthieGray.mom, and welcome to Instagram Insider Hacks. So easy, your mom can do it. This is the podcast that teaches you how to authentically deliver your message in a non-pushy way. If you want to receive engagement and investment on your Insta time, listen in. And now, here's your host, me, Ruthie Gray. So the first key to growing your following is to consider the long game. Okay, what is your end goal? You need to get clear on that. Why are you on the platform? If you've just started an Instagram and you have no real purpose there, then this podcast is probably not for you. This session is more about the person who knows that they need to grow their platform for a reason. Maybe you want a book deal, or your publisher has said you must grow your following. Perhaps you have a product and you want to market to that industry on Instagram. So whatever your reason is, you need to know it for sure and get clear on that. And then you need to stay consistent, which brings me to point number 2. Stop copying what everyone else does. If everyone else is doing quotes, you don't have to do quotes. If everyone else is doing buy my thing, you don't have to do that. Here's the thing about Instagram. It's such a personal platform that you can curate your account to be personalized to your personality. There's only one you. Isn't that great? Let's celebrate that. What makes you different? And how can you present yourself in a new and fresh way that possibly others aren't doing? One of the ways is just by getting on video, because once people see you on video, they're going to know that you're different because they'll see your mannerisms. They'll see your facial expressions. They'll learn more about you. It adds a different layer. So on number 2, stop copying what everyone else does and don't add to the noise. Deliver value. What can you contribute to the Instagram community? That's what you want to do. Number 3, get a scheduler. If you want to be consistent, you must get a scheduler. This is the first thing that I realized that really pivoted my account out of ho-hum and start and stop. I got a scheduler. There are free ones out there. Y'all know I love later.com, and I recommend it because you can have 30 images for free a month. Pop in your images and write your captions and set them to schedule. You don't have to auto schedule. You can download the app and have it notify you, and then you can go in and post it. But you must learn to be consistent and post consistently, whether that's 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 5 times a week. Get consistent and maintain consistency. Number 4, develop a community of like-minded people. So I always teach 2 facets of this. Number 1, you want to gain a community of followers. And number 2, you want to gain a community of colleagues and cohorts. So the way to do this is you don't just sit there and wait for them to come to you. You really have to be proactive. You have to go out there and find them. This obviously has to do with who your target audience is, and you do need to know that, which goes back to number 1, what's your end goal? If you have a product, then you have a particular audience that wants that product. If you have a book, it's probably about a particular topic. You want to drive traffic. So if you have a book, you have a particular topic and you want to target that demographic of people that are looking for that topic. And the way you do that is to hang out, find the hashtags they're using or research hashtags along those topics, and then go find these people, go hang out in those hashtag hubs, scroll down, find your target followers, seek out the ones that have public accounts, the ones who seem authentic. Go follow the ones that have fewer than 500 followers, because the ones that have thousands and thousands, 10K and up, usually aren't looking for followers. So go for the lower counts. Number 5, find one thought leader or person to follow and follow their methods. Now, I touched on this. Actually, I did more than touch on it in our last episode, how to find an online thought leader. So there are different thought leaders. There are online business thought leaders. There are online marketing thought leaders. There are online social media thought leaders for Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, of course. But what you want to do is find one and stop gathering all the information and just stick with the one and develop habits after that one person. So naturally, I want you to follow me. If you follow me and stick with my advice, you'll find it's consistent and cohesive. Take my 7-day Insta Story Challenge. It's free. Check out my Authentic Instagram Engagement course. Look into coaching with me and get on my email list. If you go back to the first thing I just said, take the 7-day Instagram Story Challenge, you will be on my email list and you will get insider tips. It's called the IG Insider, my newsletter that goes out every week. And it's going to give you tips that you won't find anywhere else. Find thought leaders that align with your values and then just follow their advice. When you're all over the map, you lose time, and you don't have time to lose. I guarantee you don't. Let's look at number 6. All right, let's go back to the original question. Should you go and purchase fake followers? Here's my best advice for you. When you see an ad for organic and affordable follower growth for X amount of dollars, run the other way, y'all, run. And if you see an ad that says how to grow on Instagram fast, don't just run, sprint, get out of there. You see, you don't want just any followers. You want real followers. The reason you don't need fake followers on Instagram is they hurt your engagement. They're not there for your content. Number 1, they'll probably, if they follow you or do a follow for follow, they will most likely unfollow later because they're not there for your content. They're there for vanity metrics. Number 2, if they stay because they just want the followers and they don't want the unfollow from you, they're not going to engage with your content. They're not going to like your posts, or what's even more important, really, with engagement is commenting, saving, and sharing. They're not going to do that. So if they're not doing that, they're bringing your engagement down. The more engagement you have on your account, the more Instagram will push it out to others. So this is why you don't need fake followers. You don't need just any followers. You need target followers, targeted followers that are in it for the long haul. They are authentic. They're organically grown. They're into community and they want your content. If they don't want your content, you don't need them, because this is why you're gaining and losing followers at the speed of light. Which brings me to my last point. You can grow your following by joining my Authentic Instagram Engagement Facebook group, where you will find a community of authentic, long game sisters who also want to grow organically and authentically. This is a community group. This is a group that is patterned after my strategies and how I operate. This is a safe group that you can join and grow your following alongside. So for those of you who don't like hearing or don't want to hear that follower growth is a long game, I invite you to bow out. If you want fast growth and you want to pick up lots of followers who don't want your message and you're looking for vanity metrics, go follow someone else. My message is for the authentic person who genuinely cares about her followers and wants to help others while growing her platform for her book or business or podcast. You want genuine results. You want engaged followers. You want a sense of community. And you probably want to be known as an authority or a thought leader in your arena. I can teach you how, but you must be committed to listening to my advice and stop following all the other voices out there and jumping on their trains to use the next new gimmick or shiny plan or freebie. I am here for you, committed to your growth, and I will even help you strategize your account if you're interested in taking it farther than the Facebook group, farther than the podcast. If you're ready to actually strategize on your personal marketing strategy, I have personal coaching packages that I will be happy to talk to you about. So reach out to me if you're ready for that. But if you're not there yet, join my Facebook group, Authentic Instagram Engagement. The doors aren't open right now, but I also want to mention my 12-week Insider Intensive. It is action-packed, gives you 12 lessons. You've got hot seats and an insider community that has your back. And you will get confident in your own skin and stop doubting. You'll find a community that affirms you and yet helps you hone your craft. If you are looking for something like that, just get on my email list, get inside my Authentic Instagram Engagement Facebook group, and you'll hear about it the next time the doors are open. And if you're listening to this before March 8th, join my Instagram Growth Challenge starting that day inside the Facebook group, where we'll have a training and prizes and virtual popcorn, and you will grow your audience in just 5 days. It's a 5-day growth challenge. You can grow on Instagram, but it takes intention and clarity. And growth takes community, and community grows opportunity. See you inside the Facebook group, and remember, authenticity and organic growth pays off on Instagram.